Every year, just as the Eid-el-Kabir festival, the ancient city of Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State, Nigeria, transforms into a living canvas of colors, rhyme, and history. This is the Ojude Oba Festival, the biggest gathering of the Ijebu people from all corners of the world. But what really is Ojude Oba? Where did it begin? And why has it become a symbol of unity and pride for the Ijebu nation? In this documentary, we journey into the origins, significance, and splendor of Ojude Oba, uncovering how a simple act of gratitude over a century ago blossomed into Africa's most iconic cultural celebration. The story of Ojude Oba begins in the late 19th century, during the reign of Oba Adesumbo Tuashe, one of the most respected Awujales of Ijebu-land. In those days, Islam was spreading steadily among the Yoruba people, and Ijebu was no exception. Before then, the Ijebu people were largely adherents of traditional Yoruba religion. Christianity had also begun to creep in through European missionaries, but it was Islam that took deep roots first. The Awujale of the time faced a delicate situation: how to keep his kingdom united while allowing his subjects to practice their new faiths. History records that Oba Tuashe was a man of wisdom and tolerance. He granted freedom of worship to Muslims and Christians alike at a time when other kingdoms were suspicious of new religions. These decisions changed Ijebu forever. Out of gratitude, the Muslim converts decided to visit the palace every year after their head prayers to thank the king for his generosity. They dressed in their finest clothes, sang songs of praise, and presented gifts. At first, it was a small, almost private gathering, but each year it grew larger. Non-Muslims began to admire the event. By the early 20th century, Christians and traditionalists had joined in too, turning it into a true Ijebu homecoming. That was the birth of Ojude Oba, literally the king's courtyard. A simple act of thanksgiving had become a tradition, and tradition soon became culture. Ojude Oba is more than a festival. It is the heartbeat of the Ijebu people. Every year, sons and daughters of Ijebu-land, from Lagos to London, from New York to Nairobi, returns home to pay homage to their king and reconnect with their roots. It is a homecoming for families separated by distance. It is a stage for showcasing wealth, culture, and unity. It is a pledge of loyalty to the Awujale, the custodian of Ijebu tradition. This sense of belongings is what keeps the festival alive. Even younger generations born abroad are drawn to Ijebu during this time to witness what their parents told them about. Perhaps the most eye-catching part of Ojude Oba is the Regbe, the age-grade system unique to Ijebu-land. These are associations of people born within the same period who bond together for life. During Ojude Oba, each Regbe enters the palace ground in style, drumming, singing, and dancing. Their attire is coordinated to showcase their identity. They march past the Awujale, bow, offer gifts, and pledge loyalty. But the Regbe are not just about glamour. They are engines of community development. For centuries, age grades have built roads, repaired schools, supported widows, and sponsored scholarship. When you see their colorful display at Ojude Oba, you are not just looking at fashion, you are looking at the backbone of Ijebu society. No scene at Ojude Oba is more thrilling than the horse parade. It is the moment when tradition gallops into the present. This spectacle is led by descendants of Balogun, the warships of Ijebu-land. In the old days, these generals defended the kingdom from invaders. Today, their families keep the memory alive by riding into the palace on decorated horses. The horses are draped in velvet and gold. Riders wear flowing agbadas and turbans, a nod to their warrior ancestry. The crowd erupts as they perform mock charges saluting the Awujale. This display is more than entertainment, it is a living reenactment of Ijebu courage and discipline. If you think Ojude Oba is just about ritual, think again. It is also Nigeria's biggest fashion show. For months before the festival, families and regbe groups plan their outfits. Tailors are booked, fabrics imported, designs kept secret until the big day. When they finally arrive, it is a parade of lace, damask, embroidery, coral beads, and head ties reaching for the sky. International fashion journalists now call Ojude Oba Africa's cultural catwalk. But this is not vanity. For the Ijebu, dressing well at Ojude Oba is a form of respect for the king, for the ancestors, and for oneself. At the heart of it all sits the Awujale of Ijebu-land, the spiritual and cultural leader of Ijebu people. Each group that matches past offer him gifts and receive blessings. His words carried weight, his prayers are cherished. Without the Awujale, Ojude Oba would have no handle. Over the centuries, different Awujales have nurtured this festival, shaping it into what it is today. From Obatun Ashe's tolerance to modern Awujale's support for tourism and media, the throne has remained the soul of Ojude Oba. One of the most remarkable features of Ojude Oba is its inclusiveness. It began as a Muslim Thanksgiving, but today welcome all faiths. Muslims still lead the prayers, but Christians, traditionalists, and even the tourists participate freely. This mirrors Ijebu's long tradition of religion tolerance, a legacy of Obatun Ashe's vision. In a world often divided by religion, Ojude Oba stands as a beacon of coexistence. Ojude Oba is no longer a local festival, it is a global brand. Thousands of tourists flock to Ijebu-Ode. Airlines schedule extra flights, hotels are fully booked, local businesses boom, corporate sponsors, banks, telecoms, beverage companies compete to associate their names with the event. This funding improves logistics, security, and live broadcasts. The festival has become an engine of cultural tourism, projecting Nigeria's heritage to the world. As vibrant as Ojude Oba is today, its future depends on the younger generation. Schools and youth groups now participate actively. The diaspora contributes money and ideas to keep the festival modern yet authentic. With this synergy, Ojude Oba is poised to grow even bigger, perhaps becoming one of UNESCO's recognized cultural heritage events. As the sun sets on Ijebu-Ode, the drums echo across the city, the regbe groups disperse, the horses return to their stables, and the Awujale blesses his people for another year of peace and prosperity. Ojude Oba is not just an event, it is a story of faith, gratitude, courage, and unity, a living heritage handed from one generation to the next. For the Ijebu people, Ojude Oba is not just a festival, it is who they are. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the Ojude Oba Festival. If you ever get a chance, come to Ijebu-Ode during Ojude Oba and witness for yourself the magic of Africa's most colorful cultural gathering. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of Africa's rich history and heritage.